Also have this breaking news to bring you out of California, where we are learning that 5 people have been killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, which is just north of Los Angeles. Malibu deputies.
Retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash. It happened this morning. The chopper reportedly went down just before 10 a.m. local time, according to the fire department out there in Calabasas, California. That's northwest of Los Angeles. You can see the picture there. It burst into flames on impact, starting a nearby brush fire. The 41-year-old Kobe Bryant was reportedly traveling with 4 others in that aircraft, in that helicopter. The LA County Fire Department saying all 5 people perished in the crash.
And about at least one of those passengers who has died in that helicopter crash. It has been confirmed. CNN is able to tell you now that NBA star Kobe Bryant was on board that helicopter and is now dead at the age of 41.
Just clipping your heels. You can get it. You can get it.
Oh my God. Good girl. So cute.
On the punch, no return.
Very merry on birthday to you. Very merry on birthday to you. Kobe Bryant have decided to take my talent to no, I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Kobe Bryant by mid-season will be a guy
guy until he's 18. He'll be a key guy for the Lakers.
There's his first point in the NBA.
Well, he might be only 18 years and 5 months old, but this guy can do everything that the veterans can do and do it better, perhaps. Kobe Bryant, last night you get your first start as a pro. How'd it feel?
I felt good. I felt good, going out over the starting lineup. I tried to keep a straight face and keep a serious look, but, I couldn't help but cracking a little smile.
Do you get a little feel of palpitation?
Sure, because, you're so excited to get out there at the beginning of the game. I haven't done that since high school.
Right.
So I naturally get excited.
Speaking of high school, how big was the gym you played in at Marion? How many people?
About 500 people.
500?
About 500 people.
This seats 26,000.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
The last time we were here, you played, I think, about 6 minutes. I was looking at the box score. You didn't get in. It was garbage time when you got in. Now tonight, you're being in the real time. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is you have to make a contribution early on. You have to go in there and produce right away and get the ball into the big fella, get Eddie some looks. And whereas when I got in there within the garbage time or the bench, I really didn't have to produce. I didn't have all the pressure on me.
You had to produce Sunday, though, at Seattle. That was a tough game, pressure-packed. You were in the final minutes, and that bank shot you made from about 18 feet was a beautiful shot.
Thank you very much.
That might have won the game. Really?
Thank you. I got put in that situation. I was thankful for getting put in that situation. That once I was in there, I had to go in there and respond.
Pressure. That's why you averaged 31 in high school and 12 rebounds and so forth. Made 50 points a couple of times in a game.
I guess so.
You ran the show.
Yeah, well, in high school I had to.
Did you have a big center?
I was the center.
You were the center?
I was the Shaquille O'Neal, Lower Marion High School.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Blocking shots, pushing the break, passing the ball and so forth.
You remind me a lot of Magic in many ways. When he gets a chance to flourish, put on a little show for the fans. You do it at the end of a play. Why not?
So why not? It's there. Might as well give the fans something they can enjoy.
Right, absolutely right. Has Magic ever counseled you, ever told you anything about the game?
Not really. We really had the opportunity to talk so far this season, but I'm definitely looking forward to having some conversation with him.
I know you've had a lot of conversations with Jerry West. I don't know if you know how good he was as a player, but he was as good as that ever played the position. Has he ever talked to you?
Sure. We've talked many times, whether it was coming off a screen for a jump shot or, handling the ball in certain situations. Well, we've talked many times.
What about Shaq?
Shaq talk every day. Every day, whether it's in practice and he's blocking one of my shots or I'm getting a layup on him or something like that. We're talking, we're giving advice to one another, we're pumping each other up at the same time.
He really, really is a nice man.
Yeah, he is. He's like my older brother.
You have an older brother?
Shaquille O'Neal.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
My name is Kobe Bryant. I'm 17 years old with the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
You worked day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. And as time went on, 20 years had passed, and he felt that he had accomplished all that he set out to accomplish. But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very fickle one. And what he realized that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation. But he realized that's what makes true greatness. Well, the story would be about transformation of a kid looking inwardly to then growing up and understanding the importance and the power is looking outward.
It's a great feeling to know that you set a goal for yourself and you were able to reach that goal and to knock it down.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor. It loses its beauty. When things are final, you know, moments won't ever come again. To be able to have the power to go back and re-experience those things it's silly to me.
When you take that jersey off at the final time, how do you think you're going to feel?
Very at peace with it, and I'm very thankful, you know, for the 20 years that I've had, and you know, ready to go. Follow your passion first. When I retired from the game, I sat there asking kind of all the wrong questions. You know, what's the biggest industry I can get into? And it's all the wrong stuff. And you got to sit there and ask yourself, okay, what am I truly passionate about? What do I enjoy doing? And when you feel that way, honestly, you feel like you have never worked a day in your life. It's the most fun thing in the world. You get up in the morning excited about what you're doing. And you got to be really honest with yourself about it. If you wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work, dude, do something else. Right. Do something else. And those are hard decisions to make. But when you make those decisions, it's a very liberating experience. And you find out that the rewards will come. I think the best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. But you always want to outwork your potential. And as hard as you believe you can work harder than that. And that's what I tried to do when I first came in the league. But, you know, basketball is such a direct competition sport that me coming in at 17, I hated when, like, my teammates would say, you know, I get hit with an elbow, right? Shaq would hit me with an elbow in practice. And, like, you know, Nick Van Exel would come up and say, are you okay? I'm like, what? Are you okay? What the hell's wrong with you? You know, so like I always had that extra chip on my shoulder. So like every day in practice for me was really trying to annihilate everybody that I was playing against. Because I wanted to prove you don't need to babysit me. Like I'm fine, you know. And so it's always that competitive nature, the work ethic, and curiosity. Because I asked a lot of questions. When playing with Byron Scott, I asked him a lot of questions. Eddie Jones, who was great at chasing guards off the screens, and I didn't understand how to do that. I would sit with him before practice, after practice. Magic, all the Laker greats, I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there and why?
What made her the one?
You know, it's hard to pinpoint what exactly makes a person the one for you, but you just know. I mean, love is a funny thing. I can't explain it and I don't understand it, but all I know is, you know, she caught my heart, and I just knew that she was the one.
You described her as a real tough woman.
Yeah, you know, Vanessa, she's very strong. She's very strong-willed.
How do you see you guys in the future?
In the future, I see us as being two cool-ass parents. Young parents, full of energy. She has a ton of energy.
We lost potentially the greatest ally that this sport could ever hope for.
He was the one that was providing legitimacy to our game. Other people didn't see that. He was changing that narrative.
I would say the most important imprint he's left is just having us feel equal. I mean, he believed in women's sports.
What defines a legacy? Is it stats? Championships? A mindset? Kobe Bryant had it all. But for women's basketball, perhaps the most important thing he left behind is inspiration.
As a WNBA player, every day we face so many stigmas and stereotypes. That entire narrative that women are less than, women don't deserve visibility, that was going away with Kobe just simply walking into arena and cheering us on.
He came to a lot of our games. He was at our All-Star game last year. He went to UConn games. He went to an Oregon game. Kobe was like, how do you get more fans in seats? Now that everyone knows how he was mentoring and sponsoring these elite women athletes in the WNBA, I think Kobe's legacy helps us be more innovative around that.
What can I say? Mamba out.
I think the minute he was finished playing, it was, okay, I took everything out of this game that I could possibly take. How do I help other players get better? This incredible amount of women's basketball players had a chance to work with him, and he imparted whatever knowledge he had about the game. And they came away thinking, he's a fan, and he wants us to get better, and he stays in contact with you. Hey, I watched you play the other night. Who does that? He did.
This was a second act for Kobe. Why would he say to Adam Silver, I don't want to talk about the NBA, I want to talk about the WNBA, and I want to meet the new commissioner, and I'm 6 weeks into the job.
It was just in his DNA to try to be great at everything. I think we only saw it through the lens of basketball for so long. He was like, okay, I'm transitioning from giving my all on the court to giving my all to my daughters.
Him being able to coach his team and have his daughter on that team, I think, was huge for him. And he wanted to be the best father, but also the best coach that he could. And so I think through his daughter, he was able to do that.
We'll never truly know how far Kobe could have taken his second act. But what we do know is that basketball lost more than just a legend and the future star that Gianna could have been.
He was really as much proud of the fact that she had that drive. Forget like she's going to be a really good ball handler, she's going to be a real good shooter, all this stuff. She has that drive, she has the passion, she has the intensity level. And I saw all that when she was at practice, and she was looking at everything, and she's just staring at like what plays are they running, what's this kid doing, what's that kid doing. And then when we played in Dallas and we lost, I got a letter from her, and I'll show it to you. Dear Gino and team, I'm so sorry you lost, but it gives you extra time to practice and get better before the next one. Just think. When you think you can't, you can't. Love, Gianna, Bryant, Gigi.
As we learn to accept what the sports world is like without him, one thing is certain. Kobe Bryant may have just been scratching the surface, and his legacy will continue to ignite the popularity of women's hoops.
He wanted to do more. He wanted to get more involved. He wanted to expand Mamba Academy and dig deeper into it and just add more layers to it. In that area, with those kids, the imprint is immeasurable. They don't remember as much Kobe, the guy fist pumping because he just won an NBA championship. They remember him sitting on the bench trying to get them to be better, or him being in practice trying to show them something.
The rest of my life, everything that I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that he stays close. And so from here on out, really, everything's going to be for him and what he taught me.
He's always respected and co-signed our game. But after he retired, we started piecing it together and we're like, this is our greatest male ally. Him coming to our games, him bringing his daughter has truly helped our game grow in ways that we didn't even imagine. And it's unfortunate that we recognize this once it's gone. But the beautiful thing is that now we have so many people that should be warriors and people that want to carry on his legacy forever. And that's the beauty in the tragedy.
His daughter in the building, breaking down the game.
I love this.
plan that we have in place of how I teach them is a 6-year plan. And how I teach the game. So you teach it in increments. You teach them piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. You're just very patient.
And the preaching that you reiterate every
Get
time.
better every day. Just get better every day. That's all.
Bryant for the lead. Yes! Kobe Bryant gives the Lakers the lead.
Do you think your daughter might want to play in the WNBA?
She does for sure.
She does?
I mean, it's this kid. Man.
Wouldn't that be great?
Dude, man, I'm telling you, the best thing that happens is when we go out and fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, hey, you gotta have a boy, UNV gotta have a boy, man. You have somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy. She's like, oh, I got this. You know, boy for that, I got this. Like, that's right. Yes, you do. You got this.
You know, you guys know that, you know, if you do the work, you work hard enough, dreams come true. You know that, we all know that. But hopefully what you get from tonight is the understanding that those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And if you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will. And if you guys can understand that, then I'm doing my job as a father. Thank you guys so much. I love you. And, Mamba out.
So before Gigi got into basketball, I hardly watched it. But now that she's into basketball, we watch. It's on every night.
She wants to watch it too.
It's on every night.
I love it.
And when I took it to the Laker game, that's the first Laker game I've been to, I think, since my jersey retirement. And we just had so much fun because for the first time I was seeing the game through her eyes.
Players that's about to come up, sitting next to him, and Gigi. So I'm just trying to put on a show for him, give him a reason to be like, okay, we might come to another game.
Do you think your daughter might want to play in the WNBA?
She does for sure.
She does?
I mean, this kid, man. She's
Wouldn't
like,
that be great?
Dude, man, I'm telling you, the best thing that happens is when we go out and fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, hey, you gotta have a boy, UNV gotta have a boy, man. You have somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy. She's like, oh, I got this. You know, boy, for that, I got this. Like, that's right. Yes, you do. You got this.
There were times when someone had a baby and the man, the father, would go back to work and all of his friends would commiserate, oh darn, it was a girl, right? You wanted a boy to play sports with and it was a girl. I'm talking about like the 50s or the 40s and 50s and 60s. That was happening a lot. Well now, a dad is thrilled to have a girl because of course, get ready for everything that of course the boys had. t-ball and soccer and obviously hockey, volleyball, et cetera, et cetera. So that is gone. And that is a huge change in our country, a culture. It really is.
Your story reminded me of Kobe Bryant, and he's a huge supporter of the WNBA, and his oldest daughter is playing basketball. She looks quite good, and he said that he just laughs when other guys come up to him and say, man, don't you want a boy to be just like you? And I think he told one of them, he told the story recently, well, I think my daughter has it just fine. Like, he's just okay with that. So I think that's cool that he's obviously supportive of the league, as many NBA players are, and also is reminding people that, you know, he might have the next great one. It just didn't come in the package that they expected.
Saying these guys are playing checkers and I'm out here playing chess. And I would say, I guess so, Kobe, I don't know how to play chess. But I can tell you that Kobe, what filled Kobe's heart with the most pride was his role as a loving husband to Vanessa, daddy to Gigi and Natalia, Bianca and baby Capri. The day Kobe gained my respect was guys were complaining. I said, Shaq, Kobe's not passing the ball. I said, I'll talk to him. I said, Kobe, there's no I in team. And Kobe said, I know, but there's an in me in that. So I went back and told Rick and Big Shot Baba said, just get the rebound. He's not passing. Kobe, your Heavens MVP. I love you, my man, till we meet again. Rest in peace, Kobe.
When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died. And as I look in this arena and across the globe, a piece of you died. Or else you wouldn't be here. Those are the memories that we have to live with and we learn from.
Gianna Bryant is an amazingly sweet and gentle soul. She was always thoughtful. She always kissed me goodnight and kissed me good morning. There were a few occasions where I was absolutely tired from being up with Bianca and Capri, and I thought she had left to school without saying goodbye. I'd text and say, no kiss, and Gianna would reply with, Mama, I kissed you. You were asleep, and I didn't want to wake you. She knew how much her morning and evening kisses meant to me. She was so thoughtful to remember to kiss me every day. She was Daddy's girl, but I know she loved her mama. She would always tell me and show me how much she loved me. She was one of my very best friends. Gigi would have most likely become the best player in the WNBA. She would have made a huge difference. He would worry about me if I wasn't in my seat at the start of each game and would ask security where I was at the first timeout of the first quarter. And my smart ass would tell him that he wasn't going to drop 81 points within the first 10 minutes of the game.
all I can do here is just thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the years of support. Thank you guys for all the motivation. Thank you for all the inspiration. And you know, what's funny, the thing that had me cracking up all night long was the fact that I go through 20 years of everybody screaming to pass the ball. Then the last night, they're like, don't pass it. This has been absolutely beautiful, you guys. I can't believe it's come to an end. You guys will always be in my heart. And I sincerely appreciate it. No words can describe how I feel about you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys. And I love you guys. And to my family, my wife Vanessa, my daughters Natalia and Gianna, you know, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. You know, for all the hours I spent in the gym working and training. And Vanessa, you holding down the family the way that you have. I can't, there's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.
I'm young, but I'm not going to back down from anyone. I'm just going to play hard. And, who knows?
Dear Kobe.
Dear Kobe.
Dear Kobe.
Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kobe Bean.
Kobe, thank you, man.
Dear Kobe, thank you.
Thank you for your passion, your commitment, and dedication to basketball.
Thank you for showing us that the number 24 isn't just a number on your jersey, but the amount of hours in a day that you have to devote to the game to be the best.
Thank you for giving and giving and giving.
Thank you for pushing through when your body says no, but your heart said yes. Thank you for the games that you refused to lose, and the ones you always seemed destined to win.
Thank you for your endless drive.
For showing us that even on your worst day, there's nothing else to do but push harder.
For showing us there's no such thing as magic, but only hard work.
Thank you for playing the game the way it was meant to be played.
Thank you for teaching us to believe in ourselves,
Even when nobody else did.
For 20 years, you gave our game all you had, and we are eternally grateful.
Thank you for being you, competitor supreme.
Thank you for loving the game of basketball.
Congratulations, and we're going to keep chasing you.